evening,
everybody.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
How are you?
How you doing today,
beautiful
Miss Shay?
people? I'm doing well, Derek. I cannot complain. Let's do a mic check just to make sure everybody can hear us on all platforms. Hello, Miss Jen. Let us know if you can hear us loud and clear on these YouTube streets. In these amazing YouTube streets. Give me a second.
Good
Derek.
evening, everybody, and welcome to the live podcast. Don't wait to be great. As Shay said, we just want to need 2 or 3 people to say, yep, I can hear you guys loud and clear. And we're going to jump right into it because tonight we got a little bit of a time constraint. So as you guys know, these are usually about 90-minute rooms, but with our big mouths, we usually go on and on and on. But tonight, the business maven, which is our accountant, literally wants to meet with us tonight right around 7. Yeah. So we're going to try to be out of here in about 45 to 50 minutes, but nothing changes. If you guys got questions or concerns, let us know. Luckily for y'all, people have already kind of chimed in and text some questions. So I literally got some things to talk about already. Yeah. So if you have questions, Miss Jen, anybody that's here tonight, let us know. And also, I want to just also jump right into this because I don't want the time to get away from us so fast. And I'm going to just announce it right now. Most of y'all know us for our ILF Mastery Blueprint, right? For that one-on-one coaching. And it's $15,000. But most of you all and the people that get it, they always get the scholarship, right? And the scholarship's super easy to get. And that usually brings it to $7,500. But guys, today at around 11:30 a.m., my team sent out an email. We announced it yesterday, but they literally released it today. So you guys can get our one-on-one coaching for only $3,700, right? So if you guys want that, and again, that's a long way from that 15 grand. If you guys want our one-on-one coaching, and guess what? The ILF Conference, guys, is a part of that. So you literally get the ILF Conference, which is in June 21st and 22nd. That's complimentary with this actual package. But again, nevertheless, welcome to the live podcast. Oh, and by the way, if you do want that, text the word special to 407-326-0086. So if somebody can put that in the chat for me, type in the text the word special to 407-326-0086, and we're going to slash over $11,000 off of that price tag. That sale started today, and we're literally looking for 15 people. So we ain't gonna let it go super crazy, right? But we are going to bless 15 people that want to move at the speed of instruction and that don't want to pay the 15 grand. You don't want to pay the $7,500, but for only $3,700, guys. And we also offer financing. And also, if you want to share it with somebody, meaning that you want to go in with a partner and you guys split that $3,700, no problem. Just let our team know. But nevertheless, I want to jump right into it because, as I said, guys, we're going to probably have a hard stop at about 6:45 or 6:50 because Lynette going to drag us out of here to talk about a bunch of taxes and money and the event in June. And it's that accountant talk. And I'll admit it, guys, I ain't crazy about accountant talk. But as a business owner, it's essential, it's important, and you must do it. But I tell on myself, a lot of times I try to throw Shay into it. And I try to say, well, Shay, you just go meet with Lynette and tell me what happened.
Give me the clip.
But they absolutely want me to be there. But lucky for you, for you all tonight, I still got a lot of content. Because again, I beg of you all to always ask us questions, and y'all did that. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring up some questions right now on my phone. And as I do that, I'll still be kind of scrolling across the June 21st event. Because even though we've been talking about this for over 2 months now, there are still new people that are meeting us each and every day and have no clue that we have this event June 21st and 22nd in Orlando, Florida. So I'm going to still kind of be scrolling across that. And also remember, everything that I'm getting ready to answer, we're going to go deeply into that at the June event. And if you get our coaching, remember, the June event's complimentary. But watch this. First question, and again, notice what the title is tonight too, guys. The difference between an ILF, which is an independent living facility, and a group home. This is part 2. So if you missed part 1, you might want to catch that. So what is the difference? Shay and I are getting that question all the time. And Shay, one of the questions came up. I'm actually let Shay answer this too, right? Because Shay is a nonprofit. And I usually start out, but watch me flip this thing on Shay, right? Shay, one of the questions that was asked of us to make sure that we answer tonight, Shay, what is the first step to getting started? Should I get an LLC or a nonprofit?
I know, Derek.
Or should I start in my own name? He also actually, she put this in her own name, Shay.
Wow, okay, interesting. So I always know Derek's response to this, so I can only imagine what he said, right? But my response is always going to be, what is your why and how far do you want to take this, right? I tell people from a for-profit standpoint, whether it's an LLC or, you know, a C Corp, S Corp, whatever it is that your tax professional kind of informs you to do, you want to make sure that your vision is clear. what is your end goal, Derek? That's my go-to question when people ask how to start this, right? Because I'm going to tell you from a nonprofit standpoint, there is a lot when it comes to the setup, the structure, making sure you have everything in place. And it costs a little bit more, Derek. It costs a little bit more. Now, I'm not saying that once your initial articles are done, you cannot start and be operational, but you still need all of the other business factors for the nonprofit to be established in order to be fully ready to go that 501c3 route, right? The other thing is, I say this, Derek, remember, if you want to go nonprofit and have a for-profit arm, you have to do it in that order. Nonprofit and have a for-profit arm, or like an LLC arm. You cannot go LLC and then swap over to nonprofit. An LLC cannot be a cover or a part, like you can partner through grants and stuff, but you cannot umbrella and a nonprofit with an existing LLC. It has to be the nonprofit umbrella-ing the for-profit entity. So just keep that in mind, okay? So when you're going this route, and let's say you do want a nonprofit organization, that you do want to kind of build this around it, my question to you will always be, what is your why? What is your time frame? And are you ready to put in the work? And do you have the appropriate support to get it to bring it to full fruition, right? Derek, I started mine as a nonprofit. I was operational. Even with housing, remember? But I had to build out everything that I needed, bylaws and all that stuff, because I was not at that moment certified as a 501c3. Although my entity was formed, I was not ready to apply for my 501c3 status. So just knowing that you can do that, it may take a little bit of time, but you can still be somewhat operational without having the approval of the 501c3 status. So just know that is probably the biggest misconception that people have. And we did it. I did it for about 3 to 6 months, because I think it took about 6 months because that was right before COVID really hit hard, that my 501c3 was actually approved. So again, you can do it. Just be mindful. What is your why? What is your end goal? Do you want to make this fully a 501c3? Then if so, I say start there. You can still be operational. You just cannot say, well, I'm a 501c3 until you get the designation that says that.
A lot of people like to do that, right, Shay? Because it sounds good.
Yeah, and they're not like, oh, I have a nonprofit. Absolutely, you can. But you're not 501c3.
So Shay, so that brings up a great point, because here I am, you and I sleep in the same bed every night, and I didn't know that there was a difference between being a nonprofit and being a 501c3. So you're saying that there's a difference between the two?
So there's a designation difference. There's a registration difference. Right. So the 501c3 is the IRS. It's like the code that you fall under. So now you're able to, people can now donate to you. And you can, they can get write-offs because of that. Now, people are not for profit, and some people don't pass the registration for the 501c3. They don't, everything's not available. The city may look at it and be like, not sure if this is really what you're doing. So again, like, that's what happens. So most times people are operating while they're waiting for the designation or the registration of 501c3. It just certifies that you are recognized under that umbrella of tax exemption. So that's literally what the 501c3 status is that's your tax exemption status.
Now, Shay, will you be covering more of this June 21st and 22nd, or this just on this live tonight?
No, I will.
So if the people want more of this, they can come hear more of this in June.
Yes, they can.
Good stuff. I just want to make sure that, because I know that I keep talking about everything I'm going to talk about. And 3 of the 5 questions that came in here in the last 15 minutes, is Shay going to discuss nonprofit too?
They have.
Absolutely. So, and also, in fact, guys, Shay dropped a video today that you guys need to check out if you haven't seen it yet. I think it's on her page. It's definitely on my page, and it's definitely also on my TikTok page. So I want to answer the question that she also kind of said in the same sentence. Can I start this in my own personal name? With our coaching? Absolutely not. No. Watch this. When I first started this, guys, many years ago, I never wanted to be known as some guy that was renting rooms to people. Watch how I separate the difference for all of my new people.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the difference between some blackball guy housing people, renting rooms, versus a program by the name of Second Chance Housing
Right.
that's changing lives in the community through shared housing.
Yeah.
See the difference in that? I didn't want to be known as Derek.
Yeah.
I want to be respected as Second Chance Housing, and that's the name of my program. So put a number 2 in the chat if you guys understand that and if that makes sense. So one of the first questions again from that lady, Derek, should I start this as a business or do this in my regular name?
Yeah,
don't do this in your regular name, guys. Start
Yeah.
a business, start a legacy, start generational wealth, and also protect yourself.
That's why I
Right?
want you to go.
Shay, the protection is probably the most important piece to all of this. Most of y'all that are not new to us, you know that a couple of my stumbling blocks in the beginning were lawsuits.
Yes.
Because I wasn't insured the correct way, ladies and gentlemen. So my job now is to make sure that you guys don't make that same mistake. So every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, we come right here and share this game regardless of what's going on. It's just that right now, this year, in the next 30 days and about 16 hours, June 21st and June 22nd, Shay, they can get a general ticket for $397. They can get a VIP for $697. Or Shay, they can get that elite ticket for $997. There's only a few of those left. So again, we look forward to seeing you guys there. Visit ilfconference.com. A lot of the speakers are being added to the website now, so we're excited about that. And again, guys, think about this. Normally, every time that we do this, it's us always talking, just us. But now this year, it's over 10 different speakers. So we're bringing all of the pieces to the puzzle. Oh, and I'm so excited because Miss Renee Scott just verified that she's coming.
She confirmed.
And that's the lady that covers all of us in terms of what we do.
Come on.
And if you and if she can't cover you in the area in which you live in, she gonna tell you what kind of coverage you need and what to ask for and what's the verbiage, how to talk it. Some of y'all don't even know what to ask for when it comes with the insurance, which can also get you in trouble or have you insured the wrong way. So that's what I'm excited about, Shay, because usually it's just us. Me talking about the insurance lady, me talking about the creative financing ways to get it. But instead of doing that now, Shay, I'm bringing the people that specialize in it and they're going to give it. Second question, Shay. Somebody asked, should they buy first or should they lease? Shay, what's your opinion on that? And then I'll go after you. Should you buy or should you lease to start this shared housing program?
I believe when you start, you need to get in where you fit in, right?
Okay.
Some people can go that route on purchase. Some people need to arbitrage on the, until they can get to that space. For me, I started with arbitrage. So I rented a properties, I should say, until we were to the point of being able to purchase one. So I utilized the rentals to quickly obtain the liquid cash so that we can go forth and purchase a properties, to do the same ILF model. So this year, Derek, February, we closed on our own property where we are now housing. We were able to stop one of the rentals and move some of my ladies over to this property. And that was a super huge blessing. With the rental rates, for us, it was a blessing because of the way we purchased the property. So that's why you got to come to that June event, because we've got some super cool methods on how to purchase property and not at retail value. Right. This was like, listen, if I told y'all what we purchased this property for y'all to be trying to stick me up to buy it back, right? To try and get it. But ultimately, it was a blessing to us to be able to purchase the property at the rate that we did, because now it literally brought us in, Derek, all in for the monthly overhead costs less than what we were paying for the rental. Absolutely. But you've got to buy strategically. You can't just go out in this market that we have right now and think that you're going to, you may honestly break even in that, or if not, come out a little bit differently on the higher end because of the way the market looks currently. But I say get in where you fit in. If you can purchase. If you need to rent until you can get to that place of purchase. So your ultimate goal needs to be own the asset.
Absolutely.
And that's my take on that. What about you? End goal.
So for me as well, I'm like most people, right? I was a poor social worker making 28 grand a year. So I didn't know how to buy creatively back then, Shay. I also thought it was impossible to buy a house at that kind of salary.
Right.
But 95% of people that come to us to do this, they got to rent or lease a property. When people come to us like Joanne, like Tiffany, I can name a few of y'all that already have the property. That's a
Yeah.
blessing. Most of y'all have to start just like me. You have to rent that place. Because if you don't know my beginning story, God showed me a lady doing this, y'all, making 41 grand a month. But she was housing people in rats and roaches. She was mistreating people and still making 41 grand a month. And the first time she told me, Derek, I'm not going to teach you how to do this, but Derek, I don't own these properties. She looked at me, I'll never forget. She said, Derek, you think I own these places, don't you? I was like, wow.
I remember that.
And ever since that day, I couldn't shut up talking about it. And Shay was like, big mouth. In other words, what you going to do about it, Derek? You keep talking about it. Either you going to put your hands to the plow and get in or shut up talking about it.
It was
and
rough.
again, I always tell people, thank God for a great wife, because if nobody's there to push you with this idea, that's why June 21st is so important, because the whole slogan is from idea to implementation. Guys, I had the idea, but Shay with her MBA, she helped me put it together. And trust me, I still made a bunch of mistakes. I went through lawsuits. I went through all the ups, the downs, the money losses, the police showing up every day, because nobody taught me how to do this. So again, once I got into it and God gave it to me, I said, man, there is no way I can keep this to myself. So I truly believe the blessing and kind of what we do is teaching it. So again, guys, if you're new to us, we teach you how to do something that's called an independent living facility. That's a big fancy way to say shared housing. Forston Consultants, me and my family, we trademarked independent living facility because we wanted to change the way homeless people are being viewed, and we wanted to change the way they live it.
Absolutely.
Where we live at, we don't like the word group home. No offense to anybody that uses that word, but where we live at, people hate that word. So we wanted to almost disassociate with it, and we came up with independent living facility, which is an ILF, the exact opposite of an ALF.
Yeah.
An ALF is an assisted living facility where people need help, medication management. They have to be bathed. They have to be driven around the places. The type of people that we're housing, they're the everyday Joe just about. But because my background is mental health and I love to serve the mental health, that's 90% of who I serve.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, Shay, even when I teach it, I had a guy ask yesterday, Derek, do I gotta house them people with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder? Yeah. No, you don't. That's just my love. Because guess who we've been housing for the last 18 to 21 months? The everyday Joe. The guy that's got a 9-to-5 job, and a bunch of y'all working with these people, and y'all don't even know it. When y'all get off at 5 o'clock and y'all drive home to your comfortable home, they get in their car and drive to a parking lot and sleep in their car to the next morning. These are the kind of people that we're housing now. The prison guards, the guy that works for the cable company, the guy that works at Subway, McDonald's, Outback Steakhouse, the guy that's a substitute school teacher. Guys, I'm housing all of these kind of people now. When I first started this, I would have never imagined I'd be housing a school teacher, a prison officer, substitute school teacher, karate instructor. Guys, this is not kind of what I planned on 7 years ago. I wanted to house a depressed guy, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, anxiety, because everybody ignores that crew. Yeah. And remember, that's why I worked at y'all for 9 years in a mental health hospital. So they always needed housing. But one thing about that population that I really love, that everybody kind of just shunned them, guys, they just like you and I, as long as they're medication compliant.
Oh, absolutely.
So Shay, one of my major rules to live in my place, in my ILFs, you must be independent and medication compliant. Because you can't live in a nice place like what I'm showing you on this screen if you don't follow our rules, which is on page 6. Because some of y'all think that we just rent rooms to people. No, this is more of a program based.
Far from it.
We have structure. This is not a boarding home. This is not a rooming house. And it's also not a group home. So again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you just met us, these are independent living facilities, and this is an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. If you got any questions, let us know, because tonight is a really short room. We're here for a long time usually, but tonight we got a hard stop at about 6:45. So Shay, if you got questions before I keep blabbering, throw them up for me and we'll jump right into it.
Jen asks, how do you find your board members for your nonprofit? Well, initially, so when and that's a great question, Jen, because I want you to know this. When you go to file your articles, they will ask for those initial board members. And a lot of people don't know. So when you have time, make sure you check out a segment that I did here under Forston Consultants called Know Before You Go Nonprofit. And we discussed all things you need to know and be aware of before.
Where can they find that again?
right here at Forston Consultants on YouTube. So
it's a video on YouTube that's called what again?
Yeah, it's an actual playlist called Know Before You Go.
Love it. Okay.
Nonprofit. So Jen, how I gathered my my board initially was through members of work, people that I worked with that kind of understood what we were doing in the beginning and had the same heart, mind, aspirations and people that I could trust. One of the things I always tell people when you go and when you venture this route to start a nonprofit organization and you're going to do it like grassroots. I say grassroots because it's like, you're just believing in your vision and you're just trying to get it done. You want people that aren't going to sway your board activity. So like prime example, I shared this a couple of weeks ago when we had a room, Derek, about about the one young lady that I knew that started a nonprofit, and she had a friend of hers that also was a part of her board, and the friend swayed the board, and the board literally kicked her, the president at the time, off the board based on their bylaws. So it was a mess. But long story short, you want people that you can trust. You want to make sure that you're writing bylaws that can withstand the test of time. Remember, these things are always able to be modified. But I found my board members based on relationship. And the thing was, I worked in corporate while I was in healthcare management for several years. And I used leaders. I leaned on leaders within the healthcare management field that I worked with and that I was very comfortable with. And I had them help me to initiate the start of the nonprofit organization. Now my board members look a little bit different. I actually have an overseas member that is an accountant. And they knew my mom because that's what my nonprofit is all built upon, is my mom's legacy. So they literally were like, I just want to be a part of what you're doing. So that's an accountant from Bermuda. That's a part of my board. I also have a surgeon that's on my board, another US based accountant. I have other individuals that are professionals on my board. I have overseers. I have some people that are not technically board members, but they're advisors to me. Very well-known individuals. Prime example, we actually had a walkthrough with one of them, a very well-known pastor who's one of my, just someone that comes in and oversees and gives guidance. Like prime example, her conversation with us, Derek, was when we were talking to her is what's the end goal? What's going to happen in 20 years if SSI and SSDI are no longer available? What does the process and plan look like, right? So I have people like that are well more versed than I am, that are either pouring into me and my board members, or I have a board. Like I said, my board is a plethora, a mixture of people. I've got a surgeon, I've got 2 accountants, I've got other business professionals, entrepreneurs that make up my board of directors. So you definitely want to, as you build out, as you grow, you want to start adding people that can really bring insight, influence, as well as,
Insight,
putting their
influence,
hands
like
and being able to put their hands to the plow as well when you need them. So that's how I found my board members.
I love it.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, family? I'm super excited because June 21st and 22nd is the 2024 ILF Conference. That's right. We're super excited because it's in Orlando, Florida this year. So guys, if you ever thought about starting your own housing program, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is the event for you. If you're a real estate investor and you're looking for a better way to serve people and actually make more money and also have a bigger impact in your community, this event is exactly what this is. 2024, the ILF Conference, guys, is going to show you how we take people from homeless to hopeful and it not be a group home or an assisted living facility. We're going to teach you guys how we start unlicensed group homes, which we've trademarked independent living facility. And again, you guys are going to visit forstonconsultants.com for more information, but you're definitely going to visit ilfconference.com to get the information for the June event. There'll be a general admission ticket. We got some VIP tickets, and we have 15 elite tickets for people that want a little bit extra just versus being at the event. That comes with also a one-day mastermind and a lot of other stuff. But definitely go and check out ilfconference.com for more information. And don't meet me there, beat me there. All right. Let's jump back into it.
Listen,
Shay,
I'm
back on you.
I'm gonna beat you there, D.
All right, back on you, Shay.
So, just again, that's just one of the tips that I wanted to give Jen in regards to nonprofit boards. Grow your board as best as you can, but make sure that you know, implement the necessary things that you need implemented. I think that's something that people don't understand, and not many people are advising or educating people on that. So I'm super grateful for the people that I've surrounded myself with. And as I continue to grow and flourish as a nonprofit organization, I'm just super grateful for their insight and expertise. So you always want someone, again, I sit on other boards. Like right now, I'm a board over another corporation. And I have them come over and view certain things at times for outside view. So just know that, like, just connect with like-minded individuals, get out there and view other people's board of directors, and you'll see a lot of you'll gather a lot of information. So Derek, back to you.
All right, good stuff. So this one will be a short one, right? So this question was, can I buy a tax lien property with a credit card?
Ooh.
So that's not my specialty. I'm gonna answer it and say yes, but let Howard kind of explain that June 21st and 22nd. So one of our speakers, she kind of leaned toward the earlier. One of our speakers, guys, she specializes in buying tax deeds and tax liens. So that's a very affordable way to get into real estate and also to get it, but turn it into an ILF the moment you get it. So a lot of people have no clue what to get or to do with a property, right? And we call that the exit strategy. So if you get a property for $4,000, what is your exit strategy? Like, what are you going to do with it, right? So big shout out to Howard, who's going to be teaching it at our event in June. So I'm not going to touch that. She literally taught just here last Sunday how specifically the state of Michigan, right? So the Michigan area, they absolutely allow you to buy a tax deed with a credit card. But again, that is not my specialty, and I'm going to let Howard break that down to you guys on June 21st. So back to those questions. And again, guys, if you're new to us, don't forget, we're out of here in about 15 minutes. We got a hard stop tonight at about 6:45, 6:50, because we have a meeting with our accountant tonight. Otherwise, we usually go 2 or 3 hours in here. But I want to answer the questions that were still remaining. And one was Shay, and all of these were kind of directed to you, Shay. They wanted to know, should they start as an HRA first, or should they start as just trying to be an ILF Mastery Blueprint member?
Oh my!
And this person is asking from the standpoint, Shay, of not having a property yet.
Okay.
So I almost want to go first now, because that enticed me. So Shay, if you let me go halfway first and give it back to you, I'm gonna give a half answer.
Okay, give a half.
Everybody that I teach this to, no matter where you come in at with the property or not, you still need all the HRA teaching and training anyway.
See, you stole my answer.
The HRA is going to teach you how to get your phone ringing.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna let Shay go, and I'm gonna come back in.
Absolutely.
Should you be an HRA first? Shay, what is an HRA? And should you jump immediately into being the housing provider?
So let's approach what is an HRA first, right? First and foremost, an HRA is a housing referral agency, or an agent, however you plan on scaling, right? But what that means is that you're going to be receiving these calls anyway, right? This is the premise of your business. This is going to be the thing that drives and pushes your business forward, is that connections, making those connections and getting your phone to ring. So what is an HRA? An HRA, again, is a housing referral agency. This could be somebody that never wants a house, someone that is preparing to get their house, but they're already moving forward in getting their name out, making connections, connecting with providers in the community, and all of that stuff that is going to be necessary when they get the house. But the great thing about an HRA is they've put on the gas, right? They put the foot on the gas, and they've already started connecting with people. So what happens is they're already building great relationships in the community. So guess what's now happening? The phone's ringing. The phone's ringing, but guess what they don't have? They don't have the beds. So what they're doing is they're partnering with people like us, housing providers that have the houses, and they are charging a referral fee to place their resident or that connection.
Genius.
So they have a connection and a relationship somewhere that I don't have. I'm gonna give an example for me, right? So my HRA, Janine, she has a relationship with a provider over here in Melbourne. That provider does not pretty much know me because I haven't made that connection, but they have some sort of relationship connection. So Janine gets the phone call. Janine's in California. And that is all she does as an HRA. She is a connector. She connects people that need houses with people that have houses. And then her fee is tied in to when I or the person that has the house receives the client. So that is an easy breakdown of an HRA. So Derek, I hope I did it some justice.
Shay, we're going to ask them, is anybody confused about that? Because again, the HRA, in my opinion, Shay, is one of the best things that we'll ever come up with.
Right.
The HRA is nicknamed the no excuse zone because the HRA allows you guys to do exactly what all of us do. We house the homeless and the displaced or anybody that's got a guaranteed income.
Yes.
But the HRA, you don't need the real estate. You need relationship.
Say that one more time.
With the HRA, you don't need the real estate. You need the relationship.
Absolutely.
Because as the HRA, remember, you don't need the property. You need to know somebody like me or Shay or Joanne or Katara or anybody in your city that already has the real estate, and you leverage them. Correct. You make a referral to them.
Right.
And I always give this example, and I'll never stop doing it. I have 2 ladies that we're coaching that are in their 70s.
Yep.
They say, Derek, you must be a genius because you figured out a way for us to house the homeless in the displaced, but I don't have to go buy no house. I don't have to go lease one. I don't have to rent one. And Derek, I done got too old now. Derek, I don't want to house these people per se myself. I don't want to move them in. I don't want to. Derek, I'm getting older now.
Yeah.
But Derek, this HRA. Oh, and by the way, guys, we give you a virtual assistant to do it with complimentary. So watch this. 2 of the ladies that are in their 70s, one of them, she uses her virtual assistant to do all of this for her.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
She makes between $300 and $900 a week just referring people to housing. Yeah. So that's why I said, no matter how you come into this, the HRA, you all need it. Because that's the training to get you how to find the social workers, how to find the case managers, what to say, how to say it, right, who to say it to, who not to be talking to.
Correct.
And also to make sure you're saying the right stuff, because even inside the HRA business in a box, Shay, we give them the SOPs, we give them the phone scripts, the email scripts. So again, we give them everything that they need to house the homeless and the displaced, but you don't need the real estate. Right, exactly. You need the relationship. And when you make the referral, that's when you make a referral fee once that person moves in. Yep. So essentially, you still house the homeless, you still house the displaced, but you didn't need the property.
Derek,
we think that's genius.
Can I add something to that?
Please do.
And people don't get the misconception of you have to be stationary, right? That your HRA business is only where you're located. False. You can HRA anywhere. If you did not just hear me, Janine is one of my HRAs and she's located in California.
Where do you live, Shay?
I'm in Orlando, Florida.
Coast to coast.
Do you see what I'm saying, Derek? So I want people to realize that there are Derek, we've been in groups for the past couple of weeks and we've had to just laugh, like just kind of chuckle on the inside and be like, my gosh, like people's biggest issue in this industry is they don't feel comfortable or confident to get out there and make phone calls or to go out there and introduce themselves and who they are and what.
Hard to do well in this space if you're afraid to talk to people.
So we see a lot of people with houses and empty beds, right? So why not be an HRA, meet the needs of those individuals that have a hard time being the personable ones? A lot of times what people don't realize is healthcare workers are great at what they do, right? And a lot of people that enter into this space, Derek, have some form of a healthcare background. Not that is a prerequisite. It's not mandatory. But what we notice is that a lot of people that are caregivers, right? They're caregivers in nature. And what they don't like to do, they're used to doing the task. You know, they're used to caring for the people. They're not so consistent on being able to make the relationships, build the relationships, maintain the relationships, nurture the relationships, be consistent with the relationships, right? Because their sole focus is being that nurturer when it comes to the individual they're going to house. So that's where they miss out a lot of times, Derek. And that's what I've seen as we've been consulting individuals and as we continue to join different groups and have different conversations with other organizations and as we partner with other people and as we've just even spoke on other stages. I think that is the biggest thing, that people are so terrified to go out there and make conversation or make relationships and maintain relationships. And that is the significant part of the HRA. You have somebody whose sole focus is building the relationships, maintaining the relationships, keeping their phone ringing.
Sounds like
now,
a partnership
their
to me.
phone ringing, you now got your bed. You now have your beds filled. So again, how do you start? I think everybody, if you're, if you're that person, some people really have a struggle in this area.
Right.
But those people that can do both, this is going to be the basis of your business. The HRA is the foundation of your independent living facility, your group home, your assisted living facility, whatever it is you're starting, right?
That's
your
why
adult
everybody can
daycare,
start there.
whatever it is, you've got to build the relationships. So HRA, numero uno one on my list of things to do, Derek.
Absolutely. And I just text the person in a group that I'm getting ready to shout out. I don't know this lady from a hole in the wall, right? I am so proud of this lady. And she literally just texted me to send her the link. She's live and she's getting ready. Yep, Shay. Hopefully in the next 2 minutes.
Is it who that that
absolutely.
Post.
And I hope she comes in here in the next. She texts me, no, not me, but she texted this group that I'm in 6 minutes ago. And I'm going to give her 2 minutes to get in here, but I'm going to talk this up. Exactly what we're talking about right now with this housing referral agency.
Oh, I hope she gets
and how you can be, again, a housing referral agency. And I'm going to say this really slow. That means today you remove yourself as being named Miss Tanya Rogers. You change your name to Rogers Solutions LLC.
Yes.
You build relationships with social workers and case managers by going to hospitals, calling hospitals, telling them that you are a housing solution.
Absolutely.
Now, somebody gonna think that's crazy right now if you don't have a house. I want to give a shout out, and I'm gonna be super respectful about this. I'm not gonna even say her name unless she come in this room.
Listen,
and ma'am, if you hear me talking about you and you give me permission to say your name, please let me know, because I don't know this lady from a hole in the wall. But watch this. I'm in a group, and it's called something about shared housing. This lady posted today that she had a meeting at a hospital. Watch this. She's doing exactly what we teach y'all to do. And boy, I hope you listening, Miss T. She went to a hospital today and interviewed 5 people. She told that hospital and the social worker that she is a housing provider. She introduced herself and her housing program. And y'all, she don't have no houses. Not a one. But guess what she did? She went to the hospital, interviewed the people. Out of the 5 people, 3 of them she accepted. Somebody's saying right now, well, dang, Derek, if she accepted it, what's she going to do if she don't have a house? She's so smart. It sounds like she's taking my coaching.
It does.
She came right back to the group and said, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I did an interview today of 5 people. Today, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
I did a thing.
She said, I did a thing today.
Come on.
She's in Fort Worth. Lord, I hope she come here so bad. She said that I interviewed 5 people today, y'all, and I accepted 3 of them. And no, I don't have a house. No, I wasn't afraid. And am I scared? Nope. Because I'm in this group and I know I got some help from y'all.
Come
Lord
on.
have mercy.
Listen, when you read that to me this morning, how about jumped out my
Shay, this lady has no clue what she gonna do with these 3 people. But you
Derek,
know what I call that, Shay?
Moving at the speed of instruction.
Say it one more time, Shay.
Moving at the speed of instruction.
Shay, if you can say it one more time, but just slow it down, because I want people to really get what this lady did.
She moved at the speed of instruction.
And watch how honest I am, Shay, because most people lie about this. Shay, this lady has not taken my coaching.
No,
she don't know me. But she's literally implementing what hundreds of y'all come to me about. Derek, how do I get started? Derek, I can't even afford no house. Derek, I can't rent one either.
She said,
become a housing referral agency, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what gets you in the game. Does that make sense to at least 2 of y'all? Can I get 2 people to put a number 7 in the chat and say, Derek, I get it now.
I get it.
You mean to tell me I can house people, Derek, and I don't need the house? Guys, June 21st and 22nd, man, that's what I'm telling y'all. Don't meet us there. You might as well just beat me there and be waiting at the door saying, hey, I'm here for that conference because I don't want to miss nothing.
Listen, I'm excited.
I'm so excited for this. So, ma'am, from my mouth to God's ears and to your heart, hopefully, congratulations. I wish the best. In fact, say I'm going to talk to you and my team about this. I may just gift her with the HRA Business in a Box just for free.
Ooh. Come on,
I may just gift it, because with the Business in a Box, Shay, she's gonna get a virtual assistant, the SOPs, and how to find these hospitals, how to find the social workers. Because Shay, she's already doing the work.
She is. Why not? I say let's do it.
With our training and giving her a VA,
say,
And these are the kind of people I love to bless.
I say,
Why you guys think that we put the IMB one-on-one coaching on sale at $3,700 instead of the regular $15,000? Because we want to help y'all.
We saw a huge
Oh my
need.
gosh,
There,
we
people
running out of
don't
time
even
too. Shit,
realize.
6:43. We gotta go.
I know.
Lord have mercy.
Can we just we could wait. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. But no, seriously, I wish, let's do it, Derek.
I'm so proud of her.
Let's do
I don't even know her. She don't know me.
Listen.
I don't know her, but I'm gonna give her initials. And ma'am, if you in this room from that shared group that we're in, your initials are TGP. So you must have got married and you did TGP. So TGP, if you're here, I'm proud of you, because I talk to a lot of people every week on strategy calls, and they're begging me for, Derek, how do I get started when I don't have a house? Shay, that was the last question. Shay, that was the last question, and Shay answered it so beautifully for you guys.
Yeah.
And watch me slow it down, because I know I talk loud and I stutter and all of that. Watch this. The HRA guys allow you to get in this game, and you don't need a house. That removes your overhead from going to rent or buy a place. And if you're a part of the ILF Academy, my free Facebook group, and now you're finna get it now, but that HRA Business in the Box with the SOPs, the course, the curriculum, the ebook, and the virtual assistant is usually $19.97, $3 away from $2,000. But we lowered that thing to $497 just to be a blessing. So you get Shay, our virtual assistant service by itself is $697.
I know.
So Shay, it's almost like we're giving them the VA for free and just hit. By the way, here's the course for only $497. So if you want to start housing the homeless in the displaced, but you can't buy a house or rent one, consider the HRA. And when you go to checkout, don't pay the $19.97. Yeah. Enter HRA Splash. Why they chose that, I have no clue. But HRA Splash, and you only pay, what does it say, $497?
Or something like that. Yeah,
it's crazily priced. But anyway, last time, just big shout out to that lady, TGP. I don't know her. She don't know me, but she's implementing the HRA. And guys, look how she moved in faith. I don't know her, but I guarantee you she's a woman of faith, and she's a Christian woman.
Can I tell you what got me was when she said, that's why I'm in this group.
She said, that's why I'm here.
She stood on business.
She went to a hospital, interviewed 5 people, accepted 3, and got nowhere to send them. And said, I came to this group because I know somebody here gonna need it.
But Derek, can I
Fort Worth, Texas.
Can I tell you something real fast? If you pay attention close enough in these groups, you'll see the pain points. And TGP.
I said something to Janine the other day, and I was gonna kind of keep it a secret for a little while. But man, people must not know this. Janine, are you here tonight?
TGP stood on business. She saw an issue within a whole
business
with thousands, tens of thousands of people, and said, man, it's a problem.
Somebody here gonna help me. If I get the people, somebody got the housing.
My God.
Look how she used faith. Look how she trusted God. And that's why I want to bless her. I want to bless her right now. She don't even know it. That's how God can put your name on the mouths of other people. And that's my prayer tonight, that God put my name on the mouth of somebody else, that they will remember me like this. Yeah. That woman probably been praying for something just like this. And God led me to that post.
I'm telling you, that was.
And what was so crazy, Shay? It's not even my post. It's her post. But when I made the comment on it, I said, watch this, y'all. I'm going to read to y'all what I put. She said, so yesterday I did a thing. I went to a rehabilitation center and did 5 assessments. And out of the 5, I accepted 3. She says, wait, I have no home to put them in. The residents need to be picked up by this Friday. Who's worried? She says, I'm not, because I have y'all. Dallas area home needed ASAP. Ma'am, if you listening to this right now, me and my team gonna bless you. And I don't even know you. But I believe in what you're doing. I believe in who you are. And for some reason, I believe God is behind you. And my job is to push that even more if I know it. Shay is, as my wife, if you down with it and my team, we gonna bless this lady.
I'm down.
We gonna bless her.
I am all the way down.
I hope she either hear it now or come to the replay. But guys, look how she's moving in faith. Look how she's moving at the speed of instruction. Man. These are things that I tell y'all to do all the time. Yeah. Especially on Saturdays. And a lot of y'all do it. So I'm not kind of powing y'all. I'm actually just excited. That's why I'm getting loud, y'all. I'm not mad. I'm excited because of somebody that I don't even know. She's implementing my coaching, y'all, and she ain't heard me one day yet. Watch this, Shay. Last thing, and I'm done.
Go for it.
Shay, she made the comment. My comment was to her. Watch this. My comment got more likes than anything, but it was just me giving her the idea. Watch this. She said, I said, you need to turn yourself into a housing referral agency. You're already doing the work. Great job. 18 people saw that and liked it. And I wasn't even the one posted it. Because 18 other people, Shay, they saw the vision for it. They said, wow. All she did was go and introduce herself. The case manager didn't ask her, do she have the houses? Because the case manager don't care. Y'all, I used to be a case manager social worker for 9 years. Neither did I care. Who got the housing? Because I got to discharge Bobby, Brian, Jose, Raphael, Tiffany, and Jessica by Friday.
At 2.
Y'all,
you had a
excited.
deadline. You had a time frame too. You didn't just have, you had to discharge them by 2 o'clock.
Shay, them people got to go. And this lady moved in faith, y'all. So again, man, June 21st and June 22nd. This is also where we're showing you guys how to do this. But by then, that sale gonna be over with. And I'll even admit, even at $2,000, because it's $19.97, that HRA Business in the Box is a no-brainer because we give you the teaching, the coaching, the course, the curriculum, group, and we give you the virtual assistant to do all the social media.
A private group.
And a private VIP group.
Where you can come ask all the questions you want. And
but Shay, for $497, they'll always be doing this for disservice if they don't get it, Shay. If you've ever had a dream to house the homeless or the displaced or to start your own housing program, but the barrier for you was actually getting the real estate to do it in, we got something that's almost even better for you. And it's called the HRA Business in the Box. The HRA allows you to be a housing referral agency to where you still can house the homeless and the displaced and start a housing program, but it doesn't require the real estate. You don't have to buy it, lease it, or rent it. You're going to leverage other people that actually have the real estate and then make a referral fee. So we want to give you more information about that. We have a 14-minute free webinar that breaks the HRA down. So no more an excuse of not having the house to do it or not being able to buy or rent or lease a house. Because if God is putting your heart to start this program, start it. So step number 1, get an LLC and brand it, right? Step number 2, start getting the word out about who you are and what you do and that you offer housing. And again, after watching the HRA webinar, consider the HRA Business in the Box, because in that will be everything that you need to start your own housing program, and you never actually need the property. We're going to teach you how to leverage other people to still make your dreams come true. So the HRA Business in the Box is only $19.97. Check it out. Also bring your questions here to YouTube so that we can answer it for you. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you catch us at. But don't forget, the HRA stands for Housing Referral Agency, and you don't need the property to still make an impact in your community. That's what's up. And Shay, the lady just TikTok about what time. So she thought it was coming. She didn't know that we was here. So I said, we're talking about you right now. You need to either come in or watch the replay. So,
oh my goodness.
So TGP, we've kind of given you your own name tonight. We're leaving here in about 8 minutes.
Less than that.
So if you miss it, no worries, watch the replay. But we just gave you a big shout out. You need to watch this because we're super proud of you. We don't even know you. Yeah. But again, I do want to end it like this. If you ever decided or wanted to start your own housing program, but you had no idea where to start, join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. and every Saturday at 10 a.m. Yeah. But we want to drive everybody to the June 21st and the June 22nd event, right? And also, Shay trying to hop in. Shay?
No, I go ahead and do that. I have one last question before we wrap up. That's on the screen that I do want to address.
Got it. So again, June 21st and June 22nd, we want to see you guys in Orlando, Florida. Guys, the general admission ticket is only $397. Yeah. VIP is only $697, and that elite ticket that comes with so much of stuff is only $697. And also, don't forget. Oh, I'm sorry, Shay. $997 for the elite. Correct. $697 is the VIP. Watch this though, y'all. Every premium product that we sell, though, comes with the June ticket involved in it.
Yes.
So we literally just released this today. The ILF Mastery Blueprint, guys, is usually $15,000, but with the scholarship, you can get it for $7,500. Today, we marked it down to $3,700 as a sale. So today, starting today, and if you want it, just text the word special to 407-326-0086. And there'll be some short directions to follow. You follow that, and we will send you that invoice for that $3,700. So again, if you've not knowing us, our original coaching, guys, is 15 grand because so much comes with it, right? It is worth every penny, trust me. But most people get it at $7,500 on the scholarship. But today, for $3,700, guys, and we're really looking for 15 people. Yeah. We want to bless 15 people with the $3,700 price, and it's coming with your logo. We're going to build it. It comes with your website, Shay. My team's going to build it. It also comes with the one-on-one coaching from Shay and I and my team. That's most important. So just like we talked tonight, you guys get that on a more personal level with our personal cell phone numbers. Also, every ebook that I've ever created, every course I ever created, everything for the ILF contents, you get it. All the ebooks, all the curriculums, the mini course, the big course. And remember, the HRA that I just talked about for 30 minutes, that's inside of this. So the HRA Business in the Box, Shay, a lot of people don't know it, but it's inside of this package. So instead of paying that $19.97 or that $4.97 on the sale, it's inside of this, guys. So the ebook, the course, the SOPs, that means how to do it, but also the email scripts, the phone scripts, what to say, who to say it to, the purpose and profit ebook. How do you get the property? How do you rent somebody's house and put 8 different people in it? We put it in a book, y'all. We explain how to do that. We also give you the role play of what it sounds like and what it looks like. Most of people's problem trying to do this, ladies and gentlemen, they're talking to the wrong people using the wrong verbiage. Correct. So we give y'all the verbiage. We also give y'all the medication sheets to know what they're taking. How does it affect their mental health? Even though we don't administer it, we still want you to know about all the medications. And don't forget, we give you a complimentary virtual assistant. That means you get your own staff. We're going to cover you getting the VA, but you still responsible for the $5 an hour that you got to pay them. But to get the VA, that's on us. All the communities in terms of the VIP for the HRA, for the VAs, and also for the one-on-one coaching, you get all 3 of those, where most people only get 1. With this coaching, you get all 3. And the bonus to it, again, is that your June 21st event is on us. You don't pay for it. You're complimentary. So Shay,
and they do have the option to upgrade.
Oh, if they can upgrade, absolutely. If you say, well, Dick, I don't want that general now. I do want that elite. Just so let us know. And you got the opportunity to absolutely upgrade. Correct. But right here is the cheat code, because instead of paying the 15 grand or that 7,500, all you got to do is text the word special. And again, if you enjoyed tonight in this short 60 minutes, imagine what's spending forever with me. Imagine coming to the June event and me becoming your family now, because I'm starting to sweat now. So $3,700, guys, that's a no-brainer. That's a long way. Guys, that's over $11,000 of savings that we want to help you with. And lucky for y'all, my assistant, Tara, said, Derek, we did nothing for Mother's Day. What were we thinking?
We have a whole nother holiday coming up, too.
We want to make sure that Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of that, Memorial Day, all of that falls into this. So we want to be a blessing, and we really want 15 people. Now, if it goes over that, my team may extend that, but we want to make sure that we at least bless 15 people that want to take advantage of such low-cost one-on-one coaching now. So don't forget, you get all of those products, but the coaching is still one-on-one. My personal phone number. So, Shay, I'm done. Text special to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you at the top. Miss Shay, take it over.
Absolutely. So I wanted to to respond to this last question before we do pray out. And the question came from Ms. Joanne. She says, can we have out-of-state members as a board member? Absolutely. Out of state, out of country. You just have to, they have to be designated a specific way on, well, not even a specific way on your bylaws or anything like that. It just has to specify in your bylaws that you do allow for that to take place. That does not matter if it's a registered 501c3. I will confirm, but I believe like your most important, not your most important, because everybody's important, right? But your key players, president, vice president, secretary, yada, 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 should be in the United States, but you can have other members of the board that are overseas or out of state as well. So yes, you can have out of state board members. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. So Derek, again, I want to see your face in place on June 21st and June 22nd. Definitely go for the elite ticket. Why? Because I am working my biscuits off with y'all swag bags, for one. And two, I cannot wait. Derek, I confirmed the dinner for second night. I received the menus for night 2. So that is the elite meet, greet, chat, mastermind.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to call it. Mastermind. Let's get in there.
Oh, Shay, you're on the board. Looks like Joanne says you might be on the board, Shay.
Joanne,
congratulations to Shay.
So Joanne, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, Joanne, I'm gonna tell you this. Please don't give me no high ranking role. No, I'm just joking. But no, seriously. I will be honored to. Let's definitely further discuss. I have just taken on a role as chief administrative officer for another organization, which is a C corporation here in Orlando, Florida, that has requested my services as well. So I will be the best board member I can be. And I promise I would, again, I'll put my hand to the plow that I got you. I got you. But Derek, again, I look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday here in our room. What was the initials of the young lady from the room? Was it TGB?
Let me see. There's a lady that just texted in, Miss Vicky, I want to start an independent living home. If you're hearing on YouTube, first step is just to watch our webinar at forstonconsultants.com/webinars, and then let's have a strategy call. Yeah. So not sure if you're here, Miss Vicky, but I just got
absolutely.
That. Let's see her name. Let me go back to it.
Well, I just want to say to her, because I know she's going to get the replay, I want to say congratulations, sis.
Yeah, TGP.
Yeah,
so we want to respect her and not say her name, yes. But yeah,
so
TGP.
I do want to say this. Yeah. It's inspiring for someone like me who is very I seem very out there and fun and crazy on this live, but get me off camera, I am not. But for the most part, I do want to say it is very, very, very empowering for women to be bold and going out there doing something so great for not only your business, but definitely for your community. So I want to give you your flowers right now from Forston Consultants family, all of our team here. Go get it, sis. We are behind you 100% of the way. And however we can assist, I actually look into your email because I'm gonna co-sign with what Derek said.
Yeah,
as his wife, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Derek, do it.
We're going to bless her.
So again,
and if you don't know what we're talking about, and if you are here now, just go back and watch the replay. But we talked about you for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah. So again,
and I'll just say it was Miss Tanya. I will say that.
Hats off, Miss Tanya, to you.
Hats off.
And honestly, keep it going. I'm praying that you land each and every one of those people a good, safe, affordable, clean, protected home. And listen, that's just the beginning.
Yep.
That is just the beginning.
And we got to get out of here, but there was a question from the Jones family, and they were just asking, what can we add to this once we get it up and going? We love that question. That's why I brought up this spa day. So twice a year, sometimes Shay at the Angela Denise Foundation, as you can see, Shay holds a spa day for her women that have never, sometimes ever had a massage, women that have never had a pedicure, women that have never had a manicure.
Yes.
Women that have never been spoken into in a positive way while getting a massage, while the diffuser is putting all kind of nice scents in the air and everybody's chilling, relaxing, pizza party, ice cream party, and talking girl talk.
Why you had to look all
this? I know, right? This is what Shay does for her women, right? So like we tell you guys all the time, we laugh and we joke and we play, but how many of you women have got your nails done within the last 2 weeks? Some of these women have never experienced that. So how great is it that D Nails came in and we brought the services into them? They didn't have to leave. Ashley's makeup came and made her up. Look at the before and after picture, guys. Now she's getting her feet done. Shay brought this in. So a lot of times you don't even need the money for this, but it's all about connections.
Correct.
Who wants to serve your program to do good by you? Shay is a nonprofit, so Shay throw that around all the time. Hey, who want to come serve?
Hey, register 501c3
by doing whatever.
Hey,
right?
Register 501c3.
Exactly. So, guys, these are the kind of things. And look at this hug that Shay's receiving right there from a lady that's never had a massage, never been spoken into. Right, all of that stuff.